Hey folks, we are adulting today. We are no longer single-family real estate investors. We are big-time multi-family real estate investors, and we're out at one of our projects. There's Rob pulling up right now. I use this term multi-family loosely because it's really 13 single-family houses that are not individually parceled. So we'll talk more about the numbers and what we did and all that stuff in a webinar, not this Monday, but next Monday. But this is one of those imaginary 67% deals. So everyone tells me you can't buy real estate for less than 70% ARV. I always tell them they're wrong. You can totally do it if you know what you're doing. So we bought this thing in, we're in it at about 66, 67% after rehab. So Rob is here, we got some contractors here. Rob, you want to be famous? No. So contractors here, property managers here. How many vacant units do we have? 3?
6.
Oh, we got 6? This is going to be pretty sweet. So we got 6 vacant units, and we're pretty jazzed about that.
It doesn't look as nice now that we own it.
After we signed for it, that was last week, right? Last Tuesday?
Now we got to work on it.
And now you're looking at this and you're like, man, that's kind of a big piece of crap.
To do, yeah.
Look at that. Big old crap box there.
Here comes a lot of Bondo.
A lot of Bondo. In fact, we're standing on what used to be a unit. See that right there? So there was a unit that burned down in the 90s, if I remember. So this one burned down in the 90s. And then we've got, they got some Connex boxes there for yard supplies and a bunch of other, honestly, I don't even know what's in some of those things. We probably ought to figure that out. But, and then you can see, so what's interesting is you can look behind me. There's, what is that, 5 units there, 7 units, something like that. And then if we switch back over here, you can see we've got some more units. It abuts 2 streets. So we have a private drive. It's about 1.5 acres. So our long-term goal on this particular deal is to hold on to it for as long as humanly possible. And then we will come through here, bulldoze all of this stuff, and build multi-million-dollar townhomes. My guess is in the next 10 years, we're in Cashmere Gardens, by the way, for those of y'all who are in Houston. We're in the Cash, baby. Just off of 610, inside the loop. This deal will it's going to cash flow incredibly well for us. But the reality is that when we go to sell this thing in the future, it's probably going to sell for either for lot value, or we will do the new construction and put the new townhomes up. So out here today to meet with a bunch of folks. Let's go. I don't know if these guys want to be on camera, so I'm just going to talk this way. But so we've got this giant kind of green belt, if you will, that goes down one side of the property. So it runs right here, and then you can see the opposite side. This road runs through here, and they have these big front yards. So like I said, it's 1.5 acres, and we're talking about maybe adding some units here, and also possibly fixing this thing and putting something there. I mean, like I said, it burned down in the 90s. Reality is, I don't think, although concrete's concrete, right? Man, they got no, this foundation's so goofed up. But we could put another unit here, and they're renting right now, I don't know, $500-600 a month. However, they're re-renting in this neighborhood at $950, and I know some investors are getting $1,000 a door. So let's call it, $1,000 a door, 13 doors, $13,000 a month. I think we're all in, worst case scenario, at $850. I think we're going to be closer to $750. I really don't think the rehab we have to do is as extensive as we originally thought. I'll tell you another thing that's really great about this property, and we'll just keep walking here, and I'll show you guys. I don't like getting tenants or anybody in my pictures. There are guys in there chatting. Rob and company. Got a little playground here. The kiddos, although I've never seen anybody on it. Ooh, some of this is already getting cleaned up. That car's gone. I guess word got out there's a new sheriff in town. Things are already looking good. Yeah, there was an old busted car back here. Oh, you know what it is? We evicted 2 people. They said, hey, do you guys mind if we evict these folks? I'm like, hell yeah, if they're not paying, get them out. We're not all about that game. I can tell you that right now. All right, so this is a private street. Well, I'm sorry, it's not a private street. So this is a public street. And our property dead ends on this street, which you can see right here. That's it's a little water, a little ditch. I wouldn't even call it a bayou. So this is technically, we are in the 100-year. Sorry, I just got a text message about a deal. We might buy an apartment complex in Montrose. I've always wanted something over there. Anyway, so we're in the 100-year floodplain by like mere inches. When we got the elevation certificates, we got the flood insurance back, and you know, it wasn't cheap. But I certainly like the fact that, you know, our property is, you know, we got a compound. Now, I do want to take the razor wire. This is not exactly inviting. Take the razor wire off the top there. It's kind of silly, especially since you can get, I don't know, it's not hard to get around fence. It's pretty quiet back here, pretty safe. At least that's my perception. So, all right, guys, I am going to jump off Facebook Live here. We're gonna meet with some of these contractors and see what it is that we're gonna do. We have a $200,000 rehab budget. I'm gonna be amazed if we use a quarter of it, to be just perfectly transparent. If we decide to redo this concrete, although I don't think we should, I think we should do a little bit better patching it and bring in some more caliche to finish the transition here between the 2 properties, but I don't see spending a whole lot of money here. But I don't know, we'll talk to the guys and see what it looks like. We got it, like I said, a $200,000 budget. I want to say we'd be all in at 850, 860, and we have an appraisal, sub 2 appraisal at 1.2, if I remember correctly, 1.1.5, 1.2, something like that. Like I said, the webinar we're going to do not this Monday, but next Monday. I'm going to go into all the numbers. This is our first commercial multifamily deal, and I'll be happy to share all that stuff with you guys. So with that said, let me go inside, check on the boys, and see what we're gonna do here. Thanks for watching.